The following sports broadcast made possible by support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Senior portraits, family portraits, sports, and more. Visit Daryl online at darylbarnes.com.
Welcome everybody back to Jacobs High School Gymnasium. I am Logan Franz, and with me here is Patrick Harrigan, and we have a great matchup on tap for you tonight between the Bartlett Hawks and the Prosser Falcons. But before that, this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Now, Patrick, both of these teams are 0-2 coming into today. What are some things you want to see these teams do today in order to win the game?
Well, we saw Prosser on the 23rd, and we saw a lot of miscommunication between some of the players. And, you know, if Prosser wants to win this game, they're going to need number one of the captains, Davian Wells, to kind of spread the ball around. I mean, he's got 36 points in the tournament. And also feed the ball out to Corey McIntyre, this 5'9 senior who hit 7 threes in the tournament so far. As for Bartlett, they're 0-2. They lost to Jefferson, and they lost to Crystal Lake South. They're going to need Hayden Engel, who scored 15 points in the Crystal Lake South game, to heat up. He's got 6 twos, 3 for 4 on the line, 17 total points. And also look at Clark Lewis. He hit 4 threes behind the arc as well. And also George Betrus. He has 6 threes as well.
Yeah, Clark Lewis has been the only consistent player for Bartlett really throughout the tournament. In both games, he's had 10 points apiece. Moments away from tip-off here, I want to remind you that this quarter is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. As we are about to tip off here, starting lineup for Bartlett, number 5, Clark Lewis, number 14, Hayden Engel, number 20, George Bedevis, number 21, Nick Concevelos, and number 54, Conrad Lusazinski. And we are off here. Lewis with the ball. Over to Nick Concevelos. And back to Lewis for 3, and that's off the rim. And Prosser will recover. Davian Wells, number 1 with the ball for Prosser. And he'll drive in, up, and that's in. 2 points for Prosser.
And that's exactly what you're going to want to see if you're Prosser. You're going to want to see Wells driving in, making layups. He struggled with that against Jefferson, so keep an eye on him.
And an amazing three-pointer right there by number 20, George Bedevis of Bartlett. Prosser taking it back the other way. Reed with it now. And a mid-range shot, and that's in.
He had 0 points last game, so Prosser's going to need Reed to heat up, take some shots. That's what you want to see, him taking 2.
Number 20, George Bedevis with it. And underneath to Lusinski, and that's off the backboard. Number 20 for Prosser, Anthony Reed, carrying it across. And he will drive in, and that is a foul on Prosser.
That was a charge on Reed. You know, he's kind of driving in with his arm out a little bit. You know, you can't really do that. So
he pushed Bedevis down just a bit too hard, and Bedevis will take the ball for Bartlett.
You know, Bartlett's going to need to start looking behind the arc. We already saw them score 3 points. And, you know, Prosser, they struggled guarding behind the line, so watch out.
Bedevis up for 2, and that's off the rim, recovered by Prosser. Number 20, Anthony Reed taking it the other way to Wells, up and in.
I mean, this is a completely different Prosser team we've seen so far compared to what we saw against them playing Jefferson.
Hayden Engel with it now to Bedevis. Bedevis across the court to Lewis. He will try and drive in, swing a pass out to Bedevis. Bedevis for three, and that's off the rim. Engel with it now, up and in.
Those offensive rebounds, other than free throws, the most important part of high school basketball. You want to give yourself as many chances as you can in one possession, and that's exactly what Bartlett did.
And the pass from Wells to Smaj Williams, number 24. Number 2, Corey McIntyre for three, and that's in. It's now 9-5, Prosser in the lead. Number 14 for Bartlett, Hayden Engel carrying it in. To number 21, Nick Concevelos, and to Lewis, and to Bedevis for three, and that's in.
He is their three-point specialist on this team. So
this is second of the day for Bartlett, for Bedevis.
If Prosser's going to want to win, they're going to find some way to stop them. They struggle behind the arc. So switch that game plan up. If you want to win, you've got to prevent the threes.
Close with the pass to Franklin. Franklin driving in, he'll swing a pass out to McIntyre. McIntyre for three, and just off the rim. Number 20, Bedevis carrying it in for Bartlett now. Swings it to Engel behind the arc. Engel looking, will find Bedevis. Swing pass to number 21, Concevelos. Clark Lewis with it from behind the arc. Hayden Engel now, he'll drive in, and he'll swing it behind the line to Bedevis. Back to Lusinski. Looking for a man, he'll find Lewis wide open. Lewis will drive in. Number 21, Concevelos, driving in a mid-range shot, and just off the backboard. Wells carrying it in for Prosser. McIntyre with it for three, and way off. Went over the rim there.
Looks like he put a little too much mustard on that one.
We have the replay from Bedevis' three earlier here. Patrick, what do you see here?
It's a nice pass, wide open, easy money right there.
That replay brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Smaj Williams at the line for Prosser right now. And his first one is up and out.
Prosser has struggled from the line, only hitting 59% this tournament so far. And that's another thing that's hurt them. It's been defense behind the arc, and it's been free throws.
That's out of 39 opportunities. They've had a lot of chances, and they need to capitalize on them. And the second one is off the rim. Bartley will take it. Hayden Engel with the ball. And he will slowly cross. Concevelos with it, holding. And ball is batted up. Smaj Williams from Prosser will take it. He'll keep it in. And now to Engel. He intercepted that one. Concevelos for three. And just off the rim. Davian Wells carrying in for Prosser. Corey McIntyre up. And that's just out off the rim. Smaj Williams will try to get it, and he will. And he will drive in. His shot is up and off the rim. Hayden Engel taking it the other way.
Seems like both teams have kind of gone cold in the mid-range shots and teardrops, so look for the line.
George Bedevis for three, and that one's in. It's his third three of the game. Keep an eye on this guy.
You got to have a man on him at all times.
Davian Wells with it for Prosser to Smaj Williams behind the arc. And a bounce pass intercepted by Bedevis. Bedevis driving in. He goes up. And that's it, but that might be a foul on Prosser right there. Smaj Williams looked like he got a piece of him.
Yeah, it was a lot of contact on that layup. Reed kind of went up, had and hit him. But it is an and one opportunity here for Bartlett.
Bedevis already with 11 points this quarter. He'll try to make it 12 with this free throw. And that one will just fall out.
I mean, both of these teams struggle from the line. Bartlett's only hit 61%.
McIntyre wide open for three. That one's in. Big play for Prosser to put him within 1 point of this game. Bedevis driving in, and the pass is a little too hot to handle there for number 10 on Bartlett, Cameron Kunzer. And Kunzer with it again. He'll go up. I'm sorry, that was Engel, and he does not connect. Wells coming back the other way. He'll drive in, sending the mid-range shot up, and it falls in.
Offense is looking pretty good for Prosser here. A complete 180 from what we saw in the game against Jefferson.
And number 32 for Bartlett, wide open. That one's in for three. The sophomore forward, Ian Smith, on the three-point shot there. And that one's up and in. Davian Wells with another 2 points for Prosser. Hayden Engel coming back the other way for Bartlett. This game's 16-16. Knotted up. 2 minutes left in the first. 32 Smith with it again. And they'll find Kunzer. He'll go up. And that one's in.
Just a wide open lane down low. Kind of a miscommunication there for Prosser defense.
Davian Wells strolling across the line. And he'll try and drive in, and he'll go up and rejected. Looks like number 32, Ian Smith, got a hand on that one.
I mean, it looked like it was ball, but I can't see where the ref would want to listen there. It was kind of a different kind of different kind of block.
Wells up to the line for Prosser. Bartlett with a 2-point lead. Prosser can make it even here. And he makes the first. Some substitutions coming into the game now. Number 22 and number 2 for Bartlett. That is Liam Gallagher and Jack Klein. And the second free throw by Wells is up and good. Number 33, Nicholas Bucaro will take the inbound pass. And Kunzer with it. Bucaro will hold. And number 32, Smith with it. Sends it out to Gallagher. Gallagher looking for a lane, and he'll find number 22, Jack Klein, underneath. Smith with it. Looking for a way to go. He'll find Bucaro. And underneath the rim, Gallagher from behind the arc. Kunzer now to Smith. Smith thinks about it for a second. Gallagher looking to drive in. He'll find Klein. Klein, the pass is deflected, but still handled by Bucaro. Bucaro finds Gallagher. Gallagher, a deep pass to Smith. Smith looking for a lane, doesn't find one. Passes it to Bucaro.
It's been some pretty good
Bucaro
defense by Prosser here. Bartlett can't really find a man open.
Number 32, Smith up and off the rim. And number 0, Jamarian Thomas of Prosser, sophomore point guard, carrying it in. To number 15, Devonta Junius. 5, Benny Franklin goes up and out. Number 2, Liam Gallagher coming the other way.
Looked like a carry there by
number 10 comes up for 2, and that one bounces off the rim. Samaj Williams carrying it the other way. The pass to Barron. Barron drives in, stops, backs up. Samaj Williams behind the arc. He'll look for a lane. To number 5, Benny Franklin. 15, Devonta Junius looking around. He'll swing it out to number 3, whose name we do not have for Prosser. Samaj Williams up, and that's good.
Just using his height to his advantage. He is...
Bartlett time running out here. And Klein will send a shot up, and it does not connect, but it looks like there'll be a foul on Prosser here. Bartlett will get some free throws before the end of the first.
Bartlett's going to need those free throws.
It's a chance for them to tie it up at the end of the first here.
And you want to go into the second period with at least a tie game.
And that was a technical on Prosser. So Klein alone at the line. First one is up. And swings off the rim. Klein trying to make this a 1-point game with his second free throw. And that one does connect. So we will go to the end of the first quarter with the score of the Prosser Falcons 20 and the Bartlett Hawks 19. And we will be back after a quick commercial break.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I don't need your word on what I'm into.
What makes me most proud of our restaurants is our people. Our people who come in and work for us every single day. We try to create an atmosphere of family, an atmosphere of warmth, and an atmosphere of compassion.
And welcome back to the Jacobs High School gym, where Prosser and Bartlett are locked in a close one, 20-19 in favor of the Falcons. Before the second quarter starts here, I want to give a special thanks again to our sponsor, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Now, Patrick, we've seen a close game here. What do you think is the X factor moving forward in the first half?
Well, Prosser's going to continue playing good defense. We've seen a lot of good stoppages of Bartlett, and, they got to stop Bartlett from behind the arc. We've seen them struggle with it against Jefferson. A lot of guys were wide open in the corners. You got to find some way to prevent Bartlett from shooting threes.
And Prosser from behind the arc looking. Number 15. That's no good. The rebound taken by Bartlett. Engel. Junius on the shot for Prosser there. And now number 20, George Bedevis. And Concevelos for three. Concevelos, I'm sorry. And back up to Concevelos, and he'll send that one in for two.
He just kind of went backdoor on him. No one was paying attention down low. It's a nice little lofty pass went in to...
I believe that was Concevelos on the two there. Maybe they're worrying too much about those threes, leaving them open for two. Number 3, whose name we still don't have, with the shot up, and that one's off the rim. And Bartlett will get the rebound with a little bit of trouble from Prosser. Concevelos carrying it in now. And Lewis with it, up for 3. That one's in. Nothing but net on that one for Clark Lewis.
He was one of my players to watch. 20 total points in tournament, 10 against Jefferson, and 10 against Crystal Lake South.
He's been the only consistent player for Bartlett, and he's showing that now today. And we will have a timeout taken here. Well, that timeout by Prosser. And this timeout brought to you by Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber, Inc., a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Now, Patrick, it's now a 4-point game with Bartlett in the lead. What does Prosser need to do to get back into this one?
Well, I don't want to keep saying give the ball to McIntyre, but if he's open, let him take the shot. I know he missed a couple threes in the game so far, and also once Wells comes back in, give him the ball. He's got 9 points so far in the game. Let him drive in, let him go in for layups, maybe draw a foul or two. That's what you're going to need to do.
You heard it here first from my trusted partner, Patrick. And Davian Wells having a great game so far for Prosser, nearly half of their points. He is the player to watch. Number 1, Wells with it for Prosser, carrying it in. Calling out orders. And the pass to Williams, swinging it back out to Wells. Wells will drive in. Ball gets lost. Wells will pick it back up and swing it to number 3. And we will get a stoppage in play as a foul is called on Prosser, it looks like.
Another charging foul by Prosser. That's their second of the game.
Those offensive fouls, you don't want to be taking those. Those can be killer. They can kill otherwise promising chances. Number 20 for Bartlett with it. That is George Bedevis, and he will take the inbound pass. Gives it to Hayden Engel. Engel with two Falcons closing in. He'll find Bedevis. And Clark Lewis for 3 once again. And he's good. This guy's on fire. That's his second 3 of the quarter.
Like I said, Prosser's going to find some way to stop the Hawks from shooting behind the arc.
And
they want to win. That's what they got to do.
Wells from behind the arc to Reed. Back to Wells, number 3 underneath. To Reed. Reed will try and get a shot off and can't connect. Wells will take it behind the arc and Prosser will reset. Wells looking, and he'll pass it to number 3, who will send it all the way across the court to number 20, Anthony Reed. Anthony Reed from mid-range, and that one's off the rim. Number 3 try and put it back up, deflected by Bartlett. McIntyre to Wells. Back to number 3, and that shot's up. And bounces off. Bartlett will take the rebound. Lusinski with it. That pass too hot to handle for Lewis. Prosser will keep it in, and Bartlett will get control of it. Clark Lewis with it to Engel. Engel driving in, and that pass is tipped by Prosser. The pass intended there for Nick Concevelos.
It's
Wells able to stop that pass.
Good block of the pass there by Wells. Saw number 21, Concevelos, was wide open behind the arc. That's some way to stop the 3-point shot, and that's what you got to do.
Number 2, McIntyre in the game for Prosser. And he's waiting in front of Angle, who has the ball. Angle to Beteviz. Beteviz back to Angle. Angle will try and find Lewis. Lewis will wind up to shoot, and then he stops. And a steal by Prosser. Samaj Williams to keep that one in. That one might have been just out, as a matter of fact. It bounced off Angle's foot.
Williams was trying to
out on Prosser.
Williams was trying to keep the ball in. I guess he stepped on the line before the ball went out, and that's what caused the change of possession in favor of Bartlett.
Angle taking it for Bartlett. Concevelos with it. Behind the arc, Hill looking past Angle. Angle drive in, he's going up, and that one's out. Samaj Williams taking the rebound for Prosser. Wells coming back the other way. And he'll find McIntyre. Prosser trying to set something up here. McIntyre to Reed. Reed to Williams, and Williams back to number 3, whose name we still don't have. Number 20, Anthony Reed. To Wells. Wells will send it up to Williams. And he'll send it back out to McIntyre, and that one's up and good. A big three-pointer for Prosser that puts their team within 4.
That's McIntyre's 3rd 3 of the game. Keep feeding the ball behind the arc.
Lusinski to Angle, wide open underneath, and that's good. Some miscommunication there by Prosser, left Angle wide open underneath the rim. Davian Wells coming back the other way for Prosser. Number 3 for Prosser, driving in, coming back and giving the ball to Wells. Wells will find McIntyre behind the arc, and McIntyre send it back to Wells. And that one to Williams. He goes up and just swings out. That one looked like it was going in for a second, but the rim said no.
Some good ball movement there by Prosser. They found Williams wide open down low. He tried to drive in, but just some bad luck on the rim there.
And we have a replay of Martinez's 3, I believe that is. No, for Prosser. Prosser's 3.
Good McIntyre, wide open. You can take that shot all day.
And that's helped put Prosser in closer reach of this game. Lusinski with it to Beteviz. To Lewis, who will drive in and send it out to Concevelos. Concevelos driving in, and behind the 3 to Lewis, wide open, and he takes the shot. And that one nowhere near it. That one caught air. But Angle put it back up for 2.
I guess you might be able to clarify that as a pass.
It could have been. It looked a little too high to be a pass, but maybe.
It was deceiving.
Davian Wells with it for 3. And that one the rim says no. Lusinski trying to keep it in bounds, but cannot. And that will be out of bounds on Bartlett. Davian Wells set up for the inbound pass for Prosser. To number 5, Benny Franklin. To Marion Thomas, back to Wells. Wells back to Thomas. Thomas to number 20, Anthony Reed. And Jamarian Thomas. He'll try and drive in. He'll go up for mid-range, and that one off the edge of the backboard. Clark Lewis carrying it in for Bartlett. And he'll find Beteviz from behind the arc. Court-wide pass handled by Smith. Looked like it was going out of his hands. Lewis back up top for Bartlett, and Bartlett will try and reset. Lewis to Angle. Angle looking, and he'll give the pass to Smith. To Beteviz for 3. That's another 3 for Beteviz, his 4th of the game.
He is on fire right now.
This man just can't be stopped. Prosser's got to find an answer for him. And Prosser out of bounds on Prosser. Bartlett will take this ball.
Your Bartlett, just keep giving the ball to Beteviz.
Some substitutions. Lewis and Lusinski. Out for Bartlett is number 10, Cameron Kunzer. And number 22, Jack Klein onto the game. Klein will take this to Kunzer, the 2 newcomers. Kunzer with the pass to Bucaro, who's back in the game for Bartlett as well. And Reed will end up on the ground. He'll send a pass to Wells, who will get a whistle.
He went for the ball there, and him and one player and Bartlett were fighting for it. And as soon as he starts sliding on the ground with the ball, it's going to be called travel every time.
2:06 left in the second here. Bartlett leads Prosser 34-23. Bartlett's starting to pull away in this one, and it's largely due to their threes. They have 3 in this quarter, 1 by Beteviz and 2 by Lewis. A reminder that this timeout brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling. For all your heating and cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Bartlett pulling away in this one. Patrick, what does Prosser need to do to try and stay in this as the half comes
You got to
to
contain the threes. That's what you have to do.
And Bedevis will drive in to Smith. Smith looking for Kunzer behind the arc, and he will find Jack Klein. Klein to Bedevis for 3, and that one's off the rim. One of his first misses from 3 points today. And Reed will end up on the ground, and we will get a whistle. McIntyre will take the inbound pass for Prosser. Reed carrying it in to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to get around number 2, Liam Gallagher. And number 20, Anthony Reed with it. Behind the arc, over to Wells. Wells looking to drive in, and he'll send a pass underneath to Benny Franklin. Franklin from mid-range, and that one swings out. That looked like it was going in for a second, but no dice on that shot from Franklin, and we will get a stoppage.
That is twice for Prosser. Just some bad luck.
We have a replay there for you, and just some terrible luck here. The good underneath pass and just rejected by the rim.
Franklin takes the wide open shot, and just some bad luck.
And that is Anthony Reed makes his first free throw. And his second is also good. That gives him 4 points on the day. Number 33, Nicholas Bucaro, with the ball to Kunzer Gallagher across court. And he'll send it back to Kunzer. Kunzer will enter the zone, and Bucaro to Smith. Smith looking for a lane will find Kunzer. Kunzer gonna drive himself, send it out behind the arc to Gallagher. That's up for 3, and just off the rim. And number 3 for Prosser carrying it back in. Oh, that's a steal by Gallagher. He's wide open. He's going to take that one up, and that one's in. When you get a steal like that, that's easy money for Bartlett right there.
Not only that, it's a huge momentum changer in this game. You know, Prosser was starting to fight back, coming in. They might have had some bad luck with a couple other shots, but a steal like that is just, especially before the half.
And Wells up for 3. That's no good. Number 15, Junius tries, and he also gets rejected.
Ball will stay for Prosser, though. Stay another chance.
Gallagher with that big, easy layup. That's his first 2 points of the day. And Prosser will take the inbound pass in their offensive zone. Wells with it, looking for a man. He'll take it in himself. Pass out to Reed from behind the arc. 35 seconds left here in the second. Reed looking for a place to go with it. And he'll move past Smith and send it out to number 5, wide open. That one's up for 3 and off the rim. Benny Franklin there on the shot for Prosser. Gallagher taking it back the other way for Bartlett.
And when you're that open, you need to make that shot.
It's number 33, Bucaro. That one taken away by Franklin, except he was out of bounds. We'll get a whistle, and this will stay Bartlett's ball. 17 seconds left in the second. Bartlett trying to put some last-second points together. The number 2s lined up across from each other. And Kunzer, take it underneath. He'll go up. That one was deflected by Jamarian Thomas, but we have a whistle.
A traveling call.
And Prosser will get this ball with 5 seconds left. We're probably going to see a deep pass and a deep shot here by Prosser. Oh, 15, I'm sorry. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. And Wells carrying it in. 10 seconds. Franklin trying to drive in. And he will get the shot off, and that one is in. Looked like it was going out, but it stayed. And Gallagher, with 1 second left, the deep shot just misses. It hit netting there, but it didn't even get to the rim. Liam Gallagher on the shot there. And we will go to halftime with the score. The Hawks 36, Falcons 27. We'll be back after a quick break.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust. But I don't need your word on what I'm into.
Hi, welcome to the Bear Family McDonald's. Thank you.
And welcome back to the Jacobs High School gym, where the Bartlett Hawks currently lead the Prosser Falcons 36-27. My name is Logan Franz, and alongside me here is my trusted sidekick, Patrick Harrion. And Patrick, the three has been a huge part of Bartlett's game. If you're Prosser, how do you try and defend that?
Well, maybe try switching to a 3-2 zone. With three guys up behind, in front of the, back behind the arc a little bit, so you can try to find some way to stop the three. But I mean, basketball's changing. It's turning into a three-point shooting game. We've seen it in college. We've seen it in the NBA. You know, you got to start coming in the games having a game plan, thinking of, you know, what if this team has a guy, in this case, Bedevis, who shoots from the three? You got to find some way to stop him.
Absolutely, and we've seen Prosser practicing those threes. Maybe that'll try and help him get back into this game. We want to remind you, this third quarter brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today, and our friends at Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. And moments away here from the start of the half. Nick Concevalos of Bartlett looking like he'll start with it. And Concevalos passed to Clark Lewis. Lewis carrying it in, he'll find Angle. Angle behind the arc, looking for a place to go with it, and he'll find Bedevis underneath behind the arc. And Lewis with it now. Lusinski trying to find a man. Back to Lusinski for three off the rim. And Corey McIntyre will take the ball in for Prosser. Prosser to Wells. Or McIntyre to Wells, I'm sorry. Reed driving in. He'll go up, and that one doesn't connect. Angle coming back the other way for Bartlett. Bartlett on the move. Lewis behind the arc. Lusinski looking for somewhere to go with it. He'll send it underneath to Angle. Angle to Bedevis for three. And that one will bounce off the rim. Bedevis had the magic in the first half. He might not have it here. Prosser taking it now.
Even if he doesn't have magic, you don't want to leave guys wide open behind the arc.
Reed underneath. And that one floats in, but there was a whistle.
Looked to be an and one play.
Anthony Reed with the two, and he will get a free throw attempt here.
He's got 6 points in the game so far. Let's see if he can make this a three-point play.
The third captain on this Prosser team, alongside Franklin and Wells. Reed's shot is up, and that one's in. Prosser within 6. Angle with the ball, looking for somewhere to go. He'll find Lewis at half court. Concevalos to Lusinski. Back to Concevalos. To Lewis. Lusinski to Concevalos. Thinks about taking a shot, but drives in. And that's another one for Bartlett. Concevalos on the shot there. Wells taking it across for Prosser. Pass to Reed. Bedevis all over Reed on that one. And McIntyre with the pass to Wells.
McIntyre had an open look down, surprisingly, and take the three.
Anthony Reed looking for a place to go with the ball, and he'll find McIntyre. Cross will try and reset to Wells for three. He goes up, and that one bounces off the rim and is recovered by Prosser. Surprisingly, Samaj Williams got his hand on it. Reed driving in, and that one is in. Prosser with the offensive rebound. It leads to 2 points. That puts him within 6. Here again, the down pass here for Bartlett. Concevalos will take the pass.
And if you're Prosser, I might be giving the ball to Reed a lot more. He's got 5 points so far in the third quarter. 9 total, so.
Starting to catch fire. You want to give the ball to the guys who are getting hot. Hayden Angle to Concevalos. And that pass is intercepted. Bedevis was wide open calling for the ball there. He didn't get it. Now he'll get it. And he'll send it underneath to Buccaro. And that one just bounces off the rim. This rim is just unlucky today. Prosser was missing a lot on there, and now Bartlett is too.
Something's up with that rim. I mean, how many times are we going to see balls go in and out?
And it's just that one, too. So, see how this goes. Buccaro lining up to the free throw line. His first attempt from behind the line today. And it misses. Bucaro setting up for free throw number 2. And that one makes it. Number 5, Benny Franklin passing it in for Prosser to Wells. Wells goes up, and he will catch Hayden Angle. Or, I'm sorry, Nicholas Bucaro. That looks like that'll be a foul.
It'll be a blocking foul, so Wells will go to the line for 2.
How's Davian Wells been from the line today, Patrick?
Well, he's made only 2 free throws so far.
And he'll make a third right there. We have a replay of the charge here that led to these free throws.
As you saw there, you saw Bucaro wasn't fully set there. So if he was set, that would have been a charge, but since he wasn't, it's a block.
And now Bedevis with it for Bartlett. Pass to Lewis. Look to reset. Angle behind the arc. Looking for somewhere to go, and he'll find Lewis to Bedevis. Bedevis driving in, passes it behind him to Angle. Bedevis takes that pass. 2 Bartlett players in the area there. Bucaro with it. To Concevelos across the court to Lewis. Lewis underneath to Angle. Angle goes up and rejected. I can't tell if the Prosser guy got a hand on that one or if that was on the backboard, but
no, that was definitely one of the
regardless.
Prosser players, as there will be a foul. A shooting foul. Bartlett will go to the line for 2.
Looks like that on number 24, Samaj Williams, a Prosser. Angle will take his
Like Williams
first
got a
free throw attempts
little,
of the day.
little too much hand on that block there.
And that one bounces off where the rim meets the backboard. And number 20, George Bedevis coming out of the game. Liam Gallagher coming in this place.
And we've seen Bartlett kind of struggle from the line all tournament. 61%, as it just makes me eat my words.
As Angle makes
As
that
Angle
one.
makes the second.
Wells looking for somewhere to go, and he'll find Reed. Reed to Thomas. Thomas to Franklin. Franklin, a high pass for Wells. He'll handle that one. Wells looking. Pass to Thomas. Thomas to Wells underneath. Wells goes up, and that one's good. The underneath game is what's killing Bartlett as Prosser tries and claw their way back into this one. Angle with it for Bartlett.
I mean, you definitely want to find guys down low. A lot easier shots to make than behind the arc.
Angle behind the arc for Bartlett. And Lewis to Gallagher. Gallagher will try and drive in. Looked like that may have been traveled there. Bucaro with it to Lewis. Lewis to Gallagher. To Concevelos. To Bucaro. And Lewis will send it underneath. Number 21, Nick Concevelos on the 2 points there for Bartlett. And we will get a stoppage. That ball looks like it's out of bounds.
I feel like it went off the foot of Wells there. Kind of a errant pass. Kind of lost control of it. Good defense by Bartlett, though, on that play.
Angle taking the inbound pass to Liam Gallagher. Back to Angle. To Gallagher and back to Angle. They're playing catch out there. And number 33, Bucaro with it. Now Gallagher from the free throw line. That one just bounces out. I'm telling you, it's that rim.
The unlucky rim.
Demarion Thomas with it for Prosser. Davian Wells back to Thomas. Reed looking. And he'll go on the move to Wells. Wells to Thomas for 3. And just off the rim there, Franklin will try and get it back up. Angle looked like he got a hand on that one. And this will send Prosser to the line.
And more chances to get some points on free throws as the team has struggled all tournament. You know, let's see if he'll make me my words again. I've been wrong all day, especially in this game.
Number 5, Benny Franklin with 2 points on the day at the line for Prosser. And his first one is up, and that one's good. And that'll put Prosser within 5 points. Bartlett making some substitutions. Number 10, Cameron Kunzer, and number 54, Konrad Luzinski into the game. Franklin's shot is up and in. And Angle will take the inbound pass.
Franklin was
Smith
a big
sends it
player.
Back to Angle. Angle to Smith. Smith back to Angle. Bartlett really looking for a way to get into the zone here. Smith will take it in.
Franklin was a big player in the tournament so far. He's got 20 points.
Smith drives in underneath the net, passes it out to Gallagher. Gallagher trying to find Lucinski underneath, but that doesn't connect. A fight for the ball as Gallagher looks like he will take this one out of bounds. And that would be Prosser's basketball.
That's a big turnover here for Prosser. I mean, if you score a 3, it's only a 2-point game. If you get one down low, an easy layup would only be a 3-point game. So keep it one possession apart. Want to keep the game close.
Wells behind the arc. Thomas back to Wells. And looking for a man, he'll find Reed.
It's a nice move by Reed.
Looked like he had Thomas wide open, but he didn't take the pass, and we will get a whistle here. Prosser coach a little upset about the ruling here. This will be Bartlett's ball.
I think it was some kind of travel play. I don't know if the ref saw the ball get stuck on Reed's leg or if another player on Bartlett kind of held it as well. Kind of a weird looking call. I mean, I would have said out of control or some kind of double dribble there, but certainly a strange call for a travel.
Bartlett in their zone trying to make something happen here. Smith with the underneath pass to Lucinski. Lucinski won't go up for it, but he'll pass to Smith, who goes up for 3. Nothing but nylon. Beautiful play there by number 32, Ian Smith, to get the 3 points for Bartlett.
What we've seen this game so far, Bartlett being a 3-point shooting team.
Wells for 3 as a response, and he makes that one.
The response. It's his first 3 of the game.
Big play by Wells. And Gallagher, that pass is a little too high, but he'll control it. Smith to Engel. Engel with a jump pass to Kunzer. And Gallagher looking. He'll send it to Bucaro. Bucaro to Kunzer. Or Smith, I'm sorry. Smith for 3 points. That one's good. Ian Smith with a couple big threes to extend Bartlett's lead. 1:58 left in the third as we get a timeout. Bartlett leads Prosser 48-40. We have a replay of that 3 there by Smith. Patrick, tell us what you see here.
Again, wide open from the corner. Prosser doesn't have an answer. They can't stop the 3s.
Looked to me like Jamarian Thomas is trying to get in there. He just couldn't get there in time. And Smith will nail the 3. This timeout brought to you by Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Patrick, there's a minute 58 left in this third quarter here. Prosser only trails by 8. Definitely not the kind of hole you want to be in, but definitely not something they can't get out of.
I mean, we've seen this in the games we've seen all tournament. Right around this 8 to 10 points is where it can sway from either being a close game or getting out of control. We've seen games. I think Cary Grove was one, our first game we did on the 23rd. That game teetered around a 10 for a little bit and then just got out of control. So this is kind of the point where you got to have an answer to, in this case, Bartlett. You got to have an answer to the 3. If you can respond to it now and not turn the ball over, you'll keep the game close. If you can't, I think this game's going to get out of control. Especially the way the Lewis has been shooting.
Reed goes up, and he'll get some points for Prosser. That could be a momentum swing. Gallagher taking it back the other way. And we will get a whistle here. Looks like it's Prosser's ball. Prosser trying to get their way back into this one. This could be a quality chance.
When you want to capitalize over these turnovers, travel's inexcusable. I mean, honestly, any turnover is inexcusable.
Wells with it now driving in, goes up, and that one's also in. 4 straight points for Prosser, and that'll make it a 4-point game.
Keep playing tight defense, and you got to have someone behind the arc.
Gallagher to Concevalos, back to Gallagher. That pass intercepted by Wells, wide open. Gallagher on him, he goes up, and just can't get it, but the putback by Franklin's also not good. That one looked like it was going in. Franklin with the second putback, that one's finally in. Concevalos looking. Kunzer to Gallagher.
Prosser on a 6-0 run right now.
Looking energized. Kunzer, it's a whistle. Went underneath Franklin there, and the play was stopped.
It's like Franklin reached in a little too much. The reaching in foul called.
As I said before, Prosser looking energized after that turnover. This could be the shift they need. Kunzer looking to give a reply for Bartlett. Over to Bedevis. And Engel wide open underneath the arc. It's not what you wanted if you're Prosser. Engel responds. Puts 2 on the board for Bartlett.
That was just a miscommunication between Williams and Thomas. I don't know who was supposed to guard a guy in Bartlett, but
Franklin's pass controlled by Bedevis and knocked out of bounds. 11 seconds left. Prosser will have a chance maybe for one more play. Maybe Bartlett can get something with a quick rebound here. Wells. This is up. Sorry, 41 seconds. Smaj Williams up. And that one's off the rim.
Williams
Now-
just got 2 points in the game so far. Hasn't gone from the line.
35 left on the clock as Smaj Williams lines up for his free throws.
These would be 2 big free throws for Prosser.
Rejected by the rim there. As Wells exits the game. And number 3 for Prosser. We'll replace him.
Number 3 being
Second free
Kevon Mickles. Got his name.
Bounces out. Angle looking. He'll send a pass to number 10, Kunzer. Kunzer back to Angle. Kunzer to Bedevis. Kunzer behind the arc. Bartlett with 4 behind the arc right now. Kunzer drives in. Pass backwards to Bedevis. Looks like he's going to shoot and sends a pass to Kunzer. Kunzer to Smith. Smith to Bedevis. Angle. Looking underneath, but can't connect with Smith. Prosser will take that one. And Reed driving it in. And intercepted. Good play there by Kunzer as the third quarter comes to a close. Bartlett with a slight lead on Prosser, 50-46. We'll be back right after this break.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust. But I don't need your word on what I'm into. Ooh, they think I've
We are back here at Jacob High School's gym, where the Bartlett Hawks have a slight lead on the Prosser Falcons, 50-46. This one's close, and we're ready for some exciting basketball. As the fourth quarter starts here, fourth quarter action sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Now, Patrick, Prosser looked to have a little bit of a momentum shift late in the third. What do they want to do to carry that into the fourth?
You got to get Bartlett to turn over the ball, capitalize on those turnovers. That 6-0 run is what Prosser needs to do this entire quarter. And I'm not going to say shut out Bartlett, but of course, you're going to want to capitalize on every possession you have, especially in a game where you're down 4.
And just as you say that, McIntyre will lose the ball, but it'll go back to him. Wells will take this pass in. Looking for a man. Cannot find one. Wells calls the timeout to not get a violation.
So we have 5 seconds to pass the ball in. And that's another one of those turnovers you can't have.
And this timeout brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating and cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. And Prosser will do whatever it takes to get back into this game. Down by 4 with 7:52 left.
Man, I think in this possession for Prosser, you got to find Reed. Find Reed down low. He's got 11 points in the game so far. He's been phenomenal from mid-range and down low. Give him the ball, see what he can do. If not, if Wells, as soon as he passes it in, gets open, maybe takes a 3 or another mid-range shot.
Some wise words there from my sidekick Patrick here.
I can foresee the future. Even though I've been wrong every time.
I mean, you win some, you lose some. McIntyre will take this in for Prosser. And Wells start to drive in as we get another whistle. Ball will go back to the same place. Foul called on Cameron Kunzer of Bartlett. His first of the game.
Bartlett's starting to get close to that bonus as soon as they get the 6.
Wells looking, he'll find Nichols. Nichols trying to create an opening, and he'll hand it off to Wells. Wells trying to get something set up for Prosser here. And Wells will drive in. The pass a bit too hot to handle there for number 15, Devonta Junius, as this will be Bartlett's ball.
I mean, Junius would have had a lane wide open. Probably would have been 2 points.
Bedevis with it now for Bartlett to Angle. Angle to Bedevis. Across to Angle. Angle driving in. And he'll send a pass out to Smith, but we'll get a whistle. Hadn't noticed this until now, Patrick, but Angle's actually wearing a knee brace on his right knee.
I don't know if I would consider that a knee brace. So a lot of other players on Bartlett as well have that
You're right,
kind of
Bedevis
white.
with it too.
I don't know if it's some kind of compression.
Oh, Wells, ball rolling, he'll take it, and he can't get the wide open shot. Kunzer in on the defense there. It's a missed opportunity by Prosser, although they will get the inbound pass.
Wells kind of picked up the pass instead of just stopping for a split second. He tried to go with it. A little out of control there.
Samaj Williams behind the arc for Prosser. 4-point game here in Jacobs High School gym. Wells looking for a place to go. Williams, a shot, that one's off the rim. And Concevelos coming back the other way for Bartlett. Concevelos to Kunzer. Kunzer to Angle. Angle looking for a place to go with it. Finds Kunzer once again. Kunzer fakes a pass, then actually passes it to Angle. Angle will get a whistle as Angle goes up.
Looks like he wasn't fouling Wells. He kind of had his arm out on one of the Bartlett players.
And this will result in an inbound pass for Bartlett. Angle will take it. And he'll find Bedevis from behind the arc to Concevelos. Concevelos fakes a pass. Stays behind the arc to Kunzer. Back to Concevelos. Across court there to Bedevis. Bedevis will find Smith. Concevelos behind the arc here. Bartlett trying to drain clock, but also trying to find an opportunity. Bedevis for three. This man can't be stopped. George Bedevis with his first three of the fourth quarter. His first three of the second half. He was on fire in the first.
So some defensive miscommunication by Prosser. Just they went for the ball and they just saw Lewis just wide open.
Nichols for three for Prosser for the response, and bounces around, doesn't connect. Now Bedevis behind the arc. Pass to Concevelos, back to Bedevis. And now Kunzer will take it in. He goes up. I can't tell if Williams got a hand on that, but that's what it looks like, and he's pleading his case. I'm sorry, Nichols gets a hand on that.
I don't know. It looked like Williams had all ball. Now, granted, we're a little far away from where the play happened. But I don't know. It looked like he got stuffed.
He looked visibly upset with that one. That call on him. He's pleading his case to the ref. Kunzer makes his first free throw. His first opportunity at the line, he capitalizes. That'll make it 54-46 Bartlett. And the second one up, also good. Kunzer 2 for 2 from the line, making this a 9-point game. As Wells takes it for Prosser, almost steps out of bounds, keeps himself in. Wells to Junius. Junius back to Wells. Bartlett playing tight defense here. Wells looking for a place to go. Finds Reed, and Prosser will try and reset. Bedevis all over Reed there. Wells to McIntyre for three, and just bounces off the rim. 15 Junius for the putback, and that's good. Prosser cutting to their deficit. They're trying to come back in this one. 5 minutes left to do so.
That was Janelius' first 2 points of the game.
Bedevis taking this one in for Bartlett as Concevelos holds. Bedevis for three, and just off the rim. Reed tries to keep that in. Can't tell if it was already out, but it hit number 33 for Bartlett, Nicholas Bucaro on the way. And this will be an inbound pass for Bartlett. Concevelos taking in for Bartlett. Trying to find his man. He'll find Kunzer to Bedevis. Bedevis to Bucaro to Angle. Angle looking for a place to go. He'll find Bedevis. Bartlett still behind the arc. Concevelos. Underneath to Angle. Pass intercepted by Williams. Williams will now send Prosser back the other way. Sends the ball to Wells.
Prosser's going to need to capitalize on this turnover here. Some 5 minutes remaining in the game.
Reed will take it and send it past McIntyre for three, wide open. And that one's just off the backboard. Junius with the putback, and it flies out of the rim. And Williams' chance also unsuccessful. That one looked like it was going in by Junius. An Angle with it.
Again, just some bad
Finding
luck.
Bedevis. Bedevis up for two, and that one says, backboard says no. Now Reed ran into Kunzer there. Looks like we're getting a foul called here on Bartlett.
That will be Bartlett's 7th foul. Will put Prosser into the bonus. As you know, it is a 1-and-1. If you make the first, you get a chance to make a second. If you miss the first, it's a live ball.
And a familiar face here at the line. Anthony Reed, how's he been from the line this game?
Well, he's hit 3 so far. Let's see if he can make it 4.
He does. Prosser needs all the points they can get here on free throws as they're trying to find their way back into this game. And the second one from Reed is up, and that'll make a 5-point deficit for Prosser. Angle's past Concevelos back to Angle. Angle will carry in. Kunzer. And they'll try to find a way to get in, and we will get a whistle.
And that foul is Prosser's 7th. It'll put Bartlett into the bonus.
A foul you can't take if you're Prosser right now. You're trying to get back into this game. Bartlett could just get those free throws back. Kunzer's first free throw unsuccessful. Made his first 2 of the game, missed his 3rd. And Prosser will get this ball back. Anthony Reed coming back the other way for Prosser. Prosser finds Junius. Junius looking for a man. He'll find McIntyre. McIntyre to Wells underneath. Anthony Reed with the push there. And it looks like Bartlett will get the call.
That will be a charge foul on Reed.
Prosser's 8th foul in this half.
Prosser's just got to be a little careful as Reed now has his 4th. Only one more and he'll foul out of the game. Not only that, 2 more fouls and then Bartlett will be in the double bonus.
And Reed will leave the game for Prosser. Number 24, Samaj Williams coming in this place. And Bedevis to Angle. Angle looking for a place to go, and he'll take it in himself as he again looks for a pass, and he'll find Bedevis. Bedevis will give it to Clark Lewis. Lewis to Angle. Angle driving in, finds underneath Bucaro, and that gets rejected. Bucaro to Lewis. Prosser's coach very animated after that block. Concevelos coming in. And Angle for 3. And that will not connect. Lewis with the ball now for Bartlett. And we will get a stoppage in play. Looks like a timeout called. And this timeout brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Brian. Whatever it takes. Now there's 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in this game here. Prosser only trails by 5. What do you expect to see from Prosser moving forward?
Well, you got to play some tight D on Bartlett. I mean, we've seen it. Bartlett's last possession, some good defense by Prosser. Continuing with that, try not to foul. You don't want to put Bartlett in the double bonus. That's number 1. Good defense, no fouls.
This turning into a close game. Both teams looking for their first win here. As Angle gets the inbound pass to Lewis. Lewis giving a second for his team to set up. And he will find Concevelos on the pass. Concevelos looking. He'll send it underneath to Angle. Angle drives in. He goes up, and that's good. Angle for 2 as Bartlett continues to try and pull away in this game. 2:57 left. Prosser coming back the other way.
So Prosser coach Peric Robinson Jr., he was a little mad that they didn't call a travel on Bartlett. It was a really close play. I didn't really get a good look at it, but it did somewhat look like a travel.
Franklin with the pass to Junius. Junius to Wells. Wells driving in, and he'll give a pass to Williams. Good play there. Wells sold the shot. Bartlett bit, and then he gave it to Williams, putting it up for 2.
That was a great kind of no-look pass there to Williams. Easy put up from there.
Bedevis with the ball now for Bartlett to Angle. Angle to Lewis. Lewis giving it to Bucaro. Bucaro looking. He will attempt to drive in. Sends pass out to Betevis. Betevis to Concevelos. Concevelos trying to find his man. And he will an angle. Angle back to Concevelos behind the arc. To Bucaro. Bucaro to Concevelos. Concevelos driving in. He'll put that one up. And it does not connect.
That's the kind of defense you want to see from Prosser. Only down 5 now with less than 2 minutes remaining.
Wells for 3. Just does not connect. That could have been what Prosser was looking for, but no. Wells intercepts the pass by Lewis. A little bit of trouble. Franklin taking it in for Prosser. And we will get a whistle here. And this looks to be a timeout. And this timeout sponsored by Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber Inc., a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumber.com. Now Patrick, Prosser still trails by 5 despite their best efforts. What do you expect to see them try to get back into this one? The minute and a half left.
Well, you don't want to force any threes. If you're open, take the shot, but don't force it. Try to drive in, get the foul, maybe make it if you make the shot and end one play. If you don't, maybe try to get the 2 from the line. As for Bartlett, you don't want to foul. I mean, you're 3 away from the double bonus, so you have a little leeway, but you don't want to give Prosser any chance from the line.
Patrick with our expert analysis there. And Prosser will try to get back into this one. 90 seconds left. They will have the ball. Pass underneath to Williams. He tries to go up but can't. And we will get a call on Prosser here. An offensive foul.
It looked to be an actual travel. He went up with the ball, didn't shoot it, and came down and tried to go up again. That is a travel.
And Concevelos going backwards for Bartlett, as he'll give a pass to Engel. He'll end up on the ground. Engel looking for a place to go, and we will get a stoppage. As Hayden Engel of Bartlett.
It will
come
be
to the
a
free throw line.
1-and-1.
Hayden Engel, one for 2 from the line today. And he will try to extend his team's lead. And the first one is good. Engel's second attempt. And that's also good. Bartlett extends their lead by 2. Prosser coming back with Reed. Reed goes up and puts that one in for 2. Engel with the ball now. Prosser playing tight defense here. To Bucaro. To Engel.
Well, Bartlett's going to be trying to take some
Engel
time off
passes
the
it
clock
back
here.
to Kunzer, and we will get a travel called on Bartlett.
That, especially that kind of turnover by Bartlett this late in the game, only up 5. You can't be turning the ball over. You don't want to give Prosser any more chances. As you saw Reed, he drove in last time. I can see him doing it again.
Absolutely. Every play crucial here. Wells up for 3. That's good. And that could be the momentum shift Prosser's looking for. Puts him within 2. A minute left here. Concevelos. For Bartlett, Kunzer gets open and will send the pass back out to Betevis. Betevis to Engel. Engel finds Bucaro. Bartlett trying to drain clock here. Bucaro to Engel. And we will get a stoppage here. That will send Bartlett to the line. Number 14, Hayden Engel, again, has made both of his free throws this corner. Trying to extend his team's lead to 3. And he does. Prosser trying to take these fouls late in order to get the ball back, but it results in free throws.
So Prosser will need to score quickly off of either the rebound here or when they get the ball
They
back.
want Engel to miss this one. He doesn't. Engel 4 for 4 from the free throw line this quarter.
You have to score quickly and then foul Bartlett.
Reed driving in, and they do. They do score quickly. This is a 2-point game as another timeout called. This timeout brought to you by our sponsors, Custom Heating and Cooling. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Brian. Whatever it takes. And Prosser, only a 2-point game here. If you're their coach in the huddle, what are you telling them?
Well, you're going to need the foul quickly. I mean, this is the point of the game where you see, in the case of Prosser, since they're down, they're going to be fouling the other team. They get the ball, they keep as much time as possible left on the clock. You know, they want to have, I mean, Bartlett's already in the double bonus, going to get 2 shots. So if the ball goes to a player on Bartlett who hasn't been successful from the line, you foul him, there's a higher chance of getting the ball back. I mean, at this point, it's going to become some sort of a foul-a-thon here. Game's going to go on for a little longer. It's only 32 seconds, but it's going to feel a lot longer due to all these fouls that are going to happen.
Some grade A analysis here by my trusted partner.
Expert. My PhD in basketballology.
Everything I call you, my sidekick, my partner, basketball expert. Concevelos, the inbound pass to Angle. Angle just looking to drain clock. Calling out some orders to his teammate. Angle.
I'm surprised that Prosser hasn't fouled yet.
Angle. Bucaro. And there's the foul. 13 seconds left.
I'm surprised it took him, 18 seconds to get that foul.
Bartlett, will send Nicholas Bucaro to the line. And Prosser hoping he can miss these and keep it a 2-point game. Bucaro 1 for 2 from the line today. And his first one does not connect. All right, and Bucaro lining up for a second free throw. And he makes that one. This will now make it a 3-point game. Prosser probably going to look for 3 here.
3 or
Thomas
get the foul
drives
low.
in, and he gets that one in. And we will get a stoppage here. 6.6 seconds left. And it looks like we get another timeout. This game close. Bartlett 62, Prosser 61 with 6 seconds left in this timeout. Brought to you by our good friend Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Now, Patrick, a tight game here if you're Prosser. Only 1 point back. What do you expect? What do you expect to see here?
Well, as soon as Bartlett inbounds the play, they should foul, and then they'll go to the line. They got to hope that he'll only make 1 or miss both. If he makes 2, you're going to have to rely on a 3-pointer, and honestly, you're either going to get the ball to Wells in that case or McIntyre. McIntyre's been a little quiet in the second half. He hasn't scored since the second quarter. So you're going to see him with the ball if Bartlett makes both of their free throws. If they only make 1, you could see, honestly, they may go for the win, or they could drive in and try to get the foul.
And Angle with the ball now. Prosser will foul and send Hayden Angle to the line.
And here's what we'll see. Will he make 1 or 2 or none? And the best case for Prosser is if he makes none. Then you can try to drive in as fast as you can down low, maybe take a mid-ranger. If you can't, you could see maybe McIntyre with it. You could see Wells with it.
Hayden Angle perfect from the line this corner, and that'll put him 6 for 7 on the game. And Bartlett will now have a 2-point lead. A couple substitutions here for Bartlett. And Davian Wells comes in for Prosser.
Now, Prosser is going to need Bartlett to miss. They need Angle to miss, and then they'll have to drive in or make a 3. If he makes it, they're going to have to make a 3 to tie the game.
Most crucial free throw of the game is in for Angle. Prosser will have 5 seconds left. They need 3 points. And we will get a timeout, of course, by Prosser here to discuss their strategy.
It's more timeout from Bartlett, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was called on Prosser here. This timeout brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom heating and cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Now, there's 5 seconds left in the game here. Prosser's down by 3. I think we should expect to see a deep pass and a shot from 3-point range to send this game into overtime.
Well, you'll have enough. You should have. I mean, they're probably going to go closer to half court for the pass, or if they think they can get to the arc fast enough, they'll be able to take. They should be able to have enough time. There will be enough time for a shot. Now, whether that'll be to Wells or McIntyre, those are 2 guys. I personally would give it to McIntyre. He's made 3 threes in the game. Now, he has gone silent. As I said, he's gone silent in the second half. If you're confident in him, you give him the ball. If not, give it to Wells. He's had 5 points in the fourth quarter.
Wells leading the team this game with 23 points. As Prosser will try and keep their hopes of their first one alive. Reed driving in, 3 seconds left on the clock. And Reed to Franklin. Franklin up for 3. That's off the rim. And the ending to a thriller here as the Bartlett Hawks take down the Prosser Falcons for their first win of the tournament. Final score, Bartlett 64, Prosser 61. We'll be back with Peyton Prep versus Waubonsie right after this. And a post-game interview with George Bedevis Bartlett.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I don't need your word on what I'm into.
What makes me most proud of our restaurants is our people. Our people who come in and work for us every single day. We try to create an atmosphere of family, an atmosphere of warmth, and an atmosphere of compassion.
Ooh, they think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust, but I don't need your word on what I'm into.
Hi, welcome to the Bear Family McDonald's. Thank you.
Such an integral part of this win.
It's just nice. I mean, teammates got me open looks. It was just part of the offense. I mean, we weren't forcing anything. It's just part of the offense. We were all clicking.
And Bartlett's first win of the tournament, how do you plan to carry this momentum forward into the next game?
Just play the same, not like force anything. We know we're going to be playing a good team, so we just got to keep playing how we're playing, and I think we'll pull it out.
And thanks for your time, George.
Thank you.
And I'm Logan Franz. For my partner, Patrick Harrion, and everyone who works tirelessly behind the scenes to put this together, I want to say a big thank you. Stay tuned. Waubonsie versus Peyton Prep coming up next.
The following sports broadcast made possible by support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Senior portraits, family portraits, sports, and more. Visit Daryl online at darylbarnes.com.